Thokozani. I am Pobadim, the advocate of Idlozi, and once again I welcome you to the channel. Thank you so much for choosing to view this video, and welcome to part 3 of my story, my journey. So we ended off with me moving to Pretoria, which was such a big deal for me. It was time for change. It was time for new beginnings. Before you proceed, apologies with my dress code today. It's so chilly. I don't know how to move from summer to winter, but our weather, this global warming stuff, it's just hectic. And yesterday was just another dilemma. It wasn't that much, so we quickly moved from cold beverages to warm. So today I'm actually having my chai, and I was just in bed for most of the day, trying to rest as much as I did. So I was like, no, let me just finish off from where we left off, because I can see the comments, the please can we get a part 3. So we are here for that part 3. So I hope you're warm or ready to view this video, or just comfortable wherever you are. Yay! And if you hung over, shame, askis, you hung over from the 16th, but it was not the 16th that we knew. I don't know, maybe it's because we aging or something, but times have definitely changed. So we are here for part 3. So in terms of my life, I was ready for that change. I was ready for that new beginning. And the truth is that when Idlozi wants to redirect your life, it will literally do anything and everything in their power to make sure Uguti you remember who you are and you abide. So I was stubborn for the longest time, and remember, this was 2012. I had forgotten Uguti Namadlozi in my life. 2013 I took a gap year, and early 2020 14, that is when I was like, no, I'm going back to school, and I carried on with my life, and so Pretoria was there, and the Escalating, abantu first time of independence. But at least my parents, or rather my mom, raised in Bogota, because I knew how to cook. I knew how to cook for myself. I knew how to wash for myself. I knew how to clean up after myself. So I wasn't that much of a luggage. So that first few weeks adjusting to Varsity was a bit of overwhelming, but you adjust, because I was staying in Sunnyside at the time, so it was just busy. Sunnyside, if you know Pretoria Sunnyside, you know that Sunnyside is a vibe. It is like the Kasi inside the Sunnyside, because there it's just part of it helped me, helped shaped a bit of my character, because I used to be so such an introvert, going from this background that I was in, being teased all the time, just having this snacks vibe in terms of my life. But coming to Sunnyside was just a vibe on its own. My first year was what it was. I was just staying between school and everything, and I was taking each day as it comes. So remember, I told you that I was in a relationship. So the guy I was seeing at the time began issues about me moving to Pretoria. So he would actually, at some cases, insist that, no, come visit me, it's the weekend. What are you doing there? What's so important? It's not like you have weekend classes or anything, so until the visitations gradually started increasing. And I was still a very staunch Christian, because I remember I took my Bible with me, and I was just that child. I got my rhapsodies online. I was determined, because my mom even bought me some, I forgot what that thing was called, but it's an ebook or something like that. So I had a Bible on that. I also had my rhapsody. So I was still that Christian, just that being say fast esontweni, because now being busy with student life. So when I was visiting Okay, he would every time, whenever I would I would dream of him sometimes. So I'm at school, I would call him in the morning. Hey, dude, I dreamed of you. X, Y, and Z was happening to you. Or you were wearing X, Y, and Z, and you'd be like, I'm wearing that exact same clothes. And thank you, and until when I started visiting him, the dream started being more. I was now dreaming bengimpuphela, izinto ezizoyenzakala, izinto sometimes yokuthi asinde because of me. So he would always he sat me down on this other day and he was like, sis, whenever you're going to dream of something, particularly if it's about me, tell me. Don't make a mistake, tell me. And I was like, yeah, I'll tell you. Like, why would I not tell you? And then the relationship continued and it continued and it continued to a point where Idlozi interfered. And I didn't know that Idlozi interfered, but it was for the greater purpose, because being find out, say, or rather be reminded of myself the way Idlozi, how everything I played. So the relationship slowly, we started drifting apart. I remember we started just, falling apart. Uthando gradually, because this guy, I loved him. I loved him. What I thought, I loved him. And whenever he would call and say, I'm sending you a driver to come pick you up, and be ready in the next hour, pack for the weekend, I would, and it's not as though I'm going there to him because we're gonna go weekends away. I was just going to his place. But the fact that he spoke one word and I could drop anything and everything, it was those type of situations. I feared him in a very weird way. It's like I felt his presence even though he was not around me. So when the relationship started falling apart, then me on the other side, I started falling apart. The roommate I had at the time, I actually don't know what happened to her. Wherever you are, Alyssa, if you do watch my videos, please reach out to me. I don't know where in the earth you are. But anyway, so the roommate I had, now she was from a background, a staunch Christian, etc. So she was always emphasizing, would say, we should find a church, sing a kosher who you are. But what we used to do a lot is pray a lot. We would read the Bible together, we would pray, and we kept that going. And every time she would get annoyed when I tell her, I'm going to my boyfriend. She's like, I don't like this boyfriend of yours because he seems like he's controlling you. Whenever he just speaks, we'd be planning something for the weekend, but when this guy says something, you just jump. So when she saw that the relationship was slowly, fading out, and she saw that Nami being I was just, becoming withdrawn and stressed out. What is happening? I remember there'd be instances where I'd call him, I'd call him and ask, where are you? What are you doing? And we wouldn't speak. So I didn't know anything, but I was starting to call him to check him. Dude, how are you? And every time he would pick up the phone and says, understand. I'd be like, but this guy, why is he asking me about this? The calls, we would have these unnecessary arguments, But what I remember he insisted was that we have a child together. And at the time I couldn't. It's my first year in varsity. I'm hip and happening. You want us to have a child? I'm still discovering myself. So that was not gonna happen anytime soon. So when that happened, I slowly started falling apart myself. Then ngaqala again, and now, the drinking began, and what led me to the drinking before I started actually drinking, I was now having these weird episodes. Of not being of myself, and my roommates could see that, but she didn't know what to say about it. So would kill time, try to go out, but it was not that go out lene serious. I was not that person. So these episodes would come in the form of, nightmarish dreams. And in the dreams, I'm always fighting. And sometimes in the dreams, whenever I'm fighting, this boyfriend of mine would appear, and they would torment me. They would be so recurring that I would not, understand why. So I started being stressed, depressed, because this guy was the best thing next, like after sliced bread, according to me at that time. And I felt that, how can this guy, dude, can I come over this weekend? No, don't come. No, don't come. It was one of those things that no, don't come. You understand? And then I started then drinking. Ngacala ngaphuza, and the drinking escalated. Now I was now taking Adderall, Allergics to sleep, because I couldn't sleep. Every time I would sleep, I would actually have these unnecessary nightmares that I wouldn't understand. And it got so bad that I remember one day I was walking. I was in the flat we were staying in, and I walked. Like, I walked ngingazinyapi, hearing people calling my name. Like, you understand that? But I couldn't see what was happening. I'm sure at distance, I walked from Sunnyside to Arcadia. And ngapapama, say Arcadia. When I was walking, I couldn't realize that I am walking. But then I was like, what the hell is happening? Then I started drinking. Yo. That time, bengiphuza ngathi ngiyinhlanzi, 2014, drinking. Hey, ngibushayi siphuza. And then I'm saying chintshile, because even with my dress code, I would always be wearing black. I had these long eyelashes. Saying vele ngishilo ukuthi, what, I'm out of this relationship vele. What's there to ask for? And we carried on. Friday I would go to, Thursday or Friday it would be Rhapsodies. Saturday Blue Room, Moloko. Then Sunday, cause then Pretoria bekingakabi Sunnyside bekingakabi, like Isisanyamale was not that. I would come to Davidson, and they would not know that I'm around, and I would party. We understand, I was hip and you hear me, I was hip and happening. But at the time I had friends like Davidson that I would come over to and would party, and then I would go back, maybe the next morning. So what happened was that, this partying was bad. Gang saying puza, your Hennessy. I was drinking like sasi puza, and doro buchi doro kana. If you know, like, club life in Pretoria, that was the hype of my life, because we would club hop and we would get like nama candidates, my boyfriend. But into yayingenzakala every time I would be out and drinking, I would cry, because I would tell my friend, the roommate, that I am seeing this boyfriend of mine. Oh, I saw someone that looks like a boyfriend of mine. And then I would end up crying. I became that girl. And she would be like, no, this guy is not here. I remember Skesaya, it was because I forgot side. There was some guy that was there, and he looked like this boyfriend of mine. He smelled like this boyfriend of mine. But I said, oh, that's when I felt the good thing. I sang and he would call me, oh yeah, Joel, are you trying to date? You're trying to find a boyfriend? It won't happen, not in this lifetime. Him was a dude, where's this coming from? He would call me, oh, are we clean? Hey, my guy, this person, how does he know I'm out? And vele phone, literally gang feeling shy over uvalo. And I would panic. I feel like he's watching me. And nothing of that sort. So thing is that when I was in the relationship with the guy, what used to happen was that there was a secret room that was there in the guy's apartment. So I was not allowed to access that room, but I was staying with him and the mom whenever I would go to visit. So sometimes the mom wouldn't be around for XYZ. So the guy would be out, hustle vibes during the day. So this day, you know what, I'm going, and because room lelo, it always locked. But every time he would go out, like Atsuya Puma, he's going to do his hustles and all of these things. And he would speak aloud, and there would be like things moving, dancing in the room. I would not know what it is. So ngangithuka nami, but into ngangiyenza was that while they were all out during the day, I would like the Utsibi Joshua, like you understand, just to keep me busy. But you could feel the presence. I just staying and cleaner. That's how you know what because what so ngangena lapho in the room. The room had a dark curtain inside, but I got in. Ngaguduza phansi kwemibhedo. Kwaba nethe sivule odrop. Ngavula awe ma. I opened that wardrobe. Mangivula ngaphakathi. These things that we see in these Nigerian movies. That's what I saw. Juju doll, thing that are moving. Tina listen to this biza. Probably there was about like 4 or 5. I knew that because I'm being young, but I didn't know that it was that deep. I understand it because I was trying to look for these things that are speaking to this person whenever. You understand? And mind you, ekhaya they never approved of the relationship with that guy. But ngafila ukuthi angisahla nabo, so they would not necessarily care. And uzongishada anyway. Imagine, you know. And I went in ngaguduza. Okubambekayo ngabamba. Kunye kunamaga. Like it was just scary things. I just felt the hairs on the back of my neck zivuleka. Kungamalapi. Amalapi lawa wethu awezangoma. Yeah, understand? I failed to understand, connect to the dots. But that's, you know what? Ngapuma lapha rooming, because you know when you feel something, it's I don't know how to put it. It didn't whisper. It didn't say harm, but it was like I don't know how to put it. But that's what scared me. So I stepped out of the room. Gavala ngespeed, carried on cleaning. Ganti that. So that day, igesi kanti kuzoba ne problem. He ngakhohle ukumtshela ukuthi the prepaid meter I igesi siyaphela. So ugesi uma uhamba kanje, I'm sleeping. You understand? And kwaba kumnyama vele, you know, it's a complex. So kumnyama nyama. Hi man, you know, ngiwena does know I'm going ngimfonelile ngamtshela ukuthi igesi ayikho. But what happened was that the electricity cut. So gwavele gwaba mnyama was even nama lights lava like and everything else. So in that meantime, while I'm waiting for him, Guti I reloaded the prepaid because he could do that on the phone. Gafila a presence, because that's what I would feel, because sometimes you'd come back, but I would feel a presence, something feeling like there's something in the wardrobe looking at me, or there's something in me, but I would not necessarily understand. So ngafila this presence imile phambi kwami in the room. That time ngigubezile, ngisaba nokuvula amehlo. The goosebumps I'm feeling right now. Yes, the abazali, they don't know the shits we go through. You know what? You know, and yeah, we go through shit. You know, this thing present or whatever it is, ngifeel ukuthi it's coming closer and closer to me. Saying feel ukuthi no, there's something here. Ubuye umbani, go. Jump ema speeding light. Sengihleli manje ngithukiwe. So after 20 minutes abuye. But ngisabe nokukhuluma. But ngibone from his facial expressions ukuthi no, something you understand is not good, is not right, but ngasafuna ukwazi ukubuza into eziningi. And I remember that how bad the situation was, that I would be sleeping with this person next to me, but I would wake up in the middle of the night. Thank God for him. Thank God and say, you know what? Ngiyabonga uNkulunkulu for this person. That time he's snoring away. What the hell was I doing? If you ask me. You know, I would sometimes wake up and admire him. Why? Because even when we would be having sex, when the time, or rather, oh gosh, my mom is gonna watch this, but Mama, I'm sorry for the detailing. I'm just trying to reiterate the story. While we would be having sex, he would be reciting iy'thakazelo zakibo azibize ngendlela ezingayo. I would, but I would not know why he's doing this. Abize nokunye ekugcineni, but I would not know. Hebana. Hey. So, yimi loyana back to Pretoria. Ngihlanyiswa umuntu engamboni. Now what is happening? Sengifila mangibuya every time I'm from the club. When I got home, when I got back in the flat, obviously I'd be drunk. So what I would do is smell his cologne in the room. Hayi man, ngihlanye ngitshela labantu engihlala ukuthi niyayizwa lento engiyizwayo. Phasayi ke mayikho lento le. Ngithi niyayizwa lento engiyizwayo na. Ngihlanye ngivula amafestera. Hi man, ngabona ukuthi you know what, this is getting out of control. Until this roommate of mine, umngani wakhe was like, no, oh, what happened? Oh, the roommate was like, no, asambe, oh, she was talking, she was from the Free State. Kuthi no, bebamxoxela istory sami, kuthi nangu umuntu uyahlanga la uhlengisa oh yabona. She was like, no, let's go out find some new guys. I was like, no, I mean, I know the guy I want, just good man just sizwani. And the friend was like, no, you need to go see someone. Yeah, understand that this person also welcome. I think something along those lines. And we had planned, we would go via Kabum Ganwami, which was a Free State lapho, and then after that I would go see that person. How I go there, we planned the trip, but consultation I think was 300 or something. Leo maleo, it was ngihlanganisa imali hlangana ha nje kuyiwe lapho. Hayibo, we get there on the night ngilele ekhaya umngane ngiphuphe vele. Mangiphupha kanje ngiphupha ngifonela uguy, uyangifonela, he's like, I hope le oyenzayo uzoyimela na. How ephupeni ngithi ukhuluma ngani? Mangivuka ngitheka ifoni yami gabang, that exact same text ibhaliwe lapha, ungibhalele nje kanjalo wayishiya njalo, washiya nje kunjalo. I hope le oyenzayo uzoyimela na. Hayi ngivuke ngibonisa umngane, angithi hayi kumngane mina angisayi lapho sengiyaphenika manje ukuthi what is happening there. And then ngibeli taxi la besikhona Vernacheng Jozi ngibuye ngize ngapha. Hayi man, sengiyabhatanisa like kwenzakalani ngami, angitholi diagnosis, angitholi answer. Sengize ngisaba nokuthi ngibuyele eflatini because there was that. Angizele ekhaya as a normal weekend, ababoni next abazi next. Mangibuya la ePretoria kungukuthi on the following weekend again, plan what the friend of mine lower like episode were having some form of a party or a birthday. So the birthday celebration was supposed to go out. So ngaloyo go out loyo. I come this side and we're supposed to go out. And Lelen Lapo, I think athathelwe phone ugel because we're walking to indawo basikusema basi. So athathelwe phone ugel. So ku Zulu jigi. So and I was siqhubeka with the outing. Understand? Ngenkani nakhona. We go there kumnandi sidive. Hayi man, ithemayithi 2. Ngabo 2 bengaphuzanga kakhulu. Ithemayithi 2 mind you ngina 4 months, close to 4 months ngambona uguy. Ithemayithi 2 ziyela kubo ngalezo ikhathi angena uguy. Sasesimuvile from Mabaso, sesihambile sisi two tone engindawo in the hood. Angena uguy silapha in the VIP section. Uthema kangena ngizwe ngamadolo wamashaya lightning. Ga. Ngavele ngaba sober same time. Mina vele ngiyayithandela ukuyijayivela, so ngangiyijayivela, but ngithema ngithi ngimbona uyangena lapha yana akayami umntana kaGodi phethe iglazi ilawa ma type, but ngastasheka wangena serious, uyazazi naye wayemuhle ke. Angena afika angena makathi uyangibona sengiphenduka iphara ke manje iphara. Hayi ngimbambe ngathi ngibona uJesu. Hayi andlula hayi ngiyekele ngiyabuya ku anganginaki. Asocialize nabangani. Hey impilo dlozi ulisaba. Aphuma ngisitshela ukuthi mhlawumbe uyabuya. Angithi no ithi ngiyaphuma. Mangithi ngiyangaphandle ngibona imoto yakhe engihlanye ngikhali ngithi nayo imoto yakhe niuye kama phela. I'm not dreaming, I'm seeing this like it's a reality. So these friends of mine bebangamazi bathi usolona kanti uye like lo muntu okuhlangisayo I know uyabhora blah blah blah, and they didn't know ukuthi it cuts deep. We go out there, hayi ngithi ngikhuluma nawe busy yashela angihlangi hlangiswa ukuthi dude unesikhathi ungakhuluma nami ngene emotweni ngenkani ngithi unesikhathi ungakhulumi nami and uyangibona manje and uyashela sasacabana la emotweni, you know, misha ngixoxa uhlinge misha ngixoxa ngithi angihliki. Why ungenza into ebuhlungu so ngiyakufonela ukunaki because bekaseka umuntu ukuthi mhlawumbe if I call him ashiye ifone lapho ngizwe ukuthi uyasocialize uyajola kumna muzwabo. Hey, siqabane lapho siqabane, you know, and I think ngivele ngisangane ngibe out of mind. And I remember us fighting sekuphuma abantu lapho avela athi no ngicela usinibambeni imletheni la kimi athi mina vela yikho icherry yami engingazona naye ehlukana nami enganasi iska. So wena ngoba uqala uhlakaniphile uze nawe uzothola imark ngihlange nami kwami irem ngiyahlange ngibaleke kanti some other guys are watching shame basave bahamba nabo guy laba abazwana no girl one of lo besamba naye abo guy labo basave basise khabo girl lapho mangifika ebusuku ngiyakhala ngimi lo ukhihlili lo ngifile ngathi mhlambe uguy ungibonile. How could a guy do this? How could he betray me? Ayi uTommy lo athi munyathi yazi mina indaba yakho enzima ekseni khona umuntu engifuna ukuthi uyombona lo muntu lona uzokusiza wena ukho right wena lo muntu wakho ngathi khona into akwenze yona akekho umuntu ongahlangela umuntu kanje because like kwaku bad. It's not as though within these months ngangamboni I didn't get hit on bengashelwa, you know, it would happen, but when it would come to sex either bengithola a call from yena angitshela ukuthi ngiyeke lento engiyenzayo, or if I would have sex because there was a guy bengizwana naye, you know, he was a student himself, but the sex would just be null and void. Ngangikhala umuntu amakathanga ngibamba as you tried to have sexual intercourse ngangikhala ngibiza igama lika guy ngithi you can't yeke ukwazi ukwenza leyo, you know. So that obviously would turn a person off. So imagine I was nje all those months ngiyiphara nje ekseni kuvuke lapho mangivuke ekseni ngikhathekile la isandleni nginegazi sibathi ngisuke ibhodlela bese, you know, bekuyidrama. I wanted to fight this guy. It was like ngithi, but I know I was not that drunk. But what happened yesterday, I don't know. Tommy sivuke siye lapho. Walking distance. Lo baba yike ngimkhohle till today. Sifike lapho ka lo baba. Ay go singene sonke. Hayi ugele ngathi umjayile. So lo baba lo bathi mabangichazela istory sakhe. He was a family friend of them, and then yena akathwasanga as in such, but uyahlola uthwasile uthwasalele, you know. But angisho I'm not familiar ngale zinto lezi. And akaza ubaba akhulume nabo baxoxe ayi aze kimi, you know, athi kimi no kwenzakalani ntombi emhlophe. But I don't know, but I was not kwenzakalani. All of us were yellow bones, me and my friend. We asasisile nje sasithomene ngobuhle bethu. So ngicake ukuthi ukhuluma nobani. Athi kimi ngisho wena ngiphendule ngithi hayi baba angazi kwenzakalani izolo ngithi ngiyachaza story athi wena udlisiwe wena alandele ibhodlela lakhona uhlola ngamanzi alandele lo bhodlela athi wena udlisiwe wena ngithi ngidlisiwe athi udlisiwe wena ngithi hayi lo baba lo uthini manje athi udlisiwe wena lo mfana lo ukudlisile unenyanga ehambayo inyanga yakhona yaseswazile athi ukudlisile lo mfana ukubambile ukudlise ngebheka. And vele mase yabona at the time makayikhuluma baba asebenza akukhuluma lokho akushoya athi and uthi anyeke kube nomuntu osuzwana naye ngaphandle kwakhe la emhlabeni. Hayibo uthini manje baba laba bathomba bathi sishilo cause ngathi ngicela basale ku room cause ngangafeel nje, you know. How ubaba chubeka athi ende wena unamadlozi wena mele uyothwasa wena kunogogo hamba naye gogo uyakwata uthi udlala ngesikhathi wangathatha umsebenzi wakho. Ngithi amadlozi hayi ke ngiqale manje ngibeka impumulo yobuzalwane la. Ngithi amadlozi mina athi unamadlozi wena kunogogo okuhambayo okukhanyiselayo ugogo loyo wakabo mama ugogo kamamakho gogo loyo chaze lo baba achaza athi gogo loyo unisukumele kakhulu abona gogo unibhekile lapha ekini ugogo ini kodwa ugogo niyamdelela niyamnyatha boy ayi ngithule athi wena uzonyamalala wena izokuthatha ledlozi likulahlekise izongithatha ledlozi lingilahlekise hayi uthini ubaba lo hayi ngambe hayi mina ngingasalandeleli le amadlozi sengilandelele kaGuy but ngidigest that there and there vele ngithatha izinto zami ngihambe ngekhaya fike ngitshela mama yazini ngingamchaseli the story in depth but ngimchasela ukuthi I went to see a person and this is what I was told. My mom was like nayi this thing eyabuya futhi wena uthini understand and ugogo loyo umama mase asho ukuthi it means it's true understand it's coming back manje because mama athi ukhumbule saphahla samtshela ugogo ukuthi bakuyeke uqeda isikolo then wasiqeda isikolo and then you proceeded to go to Varsity azange sikhulume ukuthi so uyohlala esikolweni zange sikhulume next you just upped and left ay yes hi mama hey yabona ke in ayingibuyele Pretoria the following I think 2 weeks after that sasiphumile no Chomi sithi siyahamba so masihambile kanjalo imani ngiyezwe ukuthi ngiyagula angikho right you understand ngikale ke manje kube ngathi ngiyahlanza angisumuntu ohlanza mephuzile mina but that day I was shocked and masihambe eflatini ngangumuntu ongathi uphethwe inyongo so I didn't drink that much so into engayidla ngangipheka brown rice and we had that with a curry or something if I remember well and then we went out so mangifika ebathroom lapho ngiyahlanza but sasise house 22 house 22 I said house 22 so we get there ngiyahlanza I will not forget lento ngayikhipha ngomlomo wami into yakhona ngiyazi insizi ukuthi njani or i-charcoal yes kwangathi I consumed i-charcoal because that is what I ngangiyikhipha ngomlomo ngayikhipha lento leyo ngayikhipha ngahlanza ngathuka ngaze ngabiza uThomi ngathi uzobona look beka ukuthi kuphumani like what this is not alcohol what is this what did you eat what is this did you consume something that into yakhona ingathi charcoal understand ngangimnyama la emlomeni because I remember she was busy saying to me whenever I would go to the bathroom because ngahlanza 3 times wathi kimi ngicela ukuthi uwash umlomo because your teeth are black sengishaya ovalo ngathi ngicela sifuna imaxi taxi sibuyele eflatini I don't know what is going on after that incident ngiqale ke ngiyagula manje bubu na into yahamba yakhuphuka bubuye ngize la ekhaya ngiweak enye into engana size ngifike ngichazela umama this is what's happening mama mangise ku doctor our family doctor loyo angifake i-drip ngichaze ukuthi lento le sengiyabona ukuthi ngiyaphela because ngagula kuyi Saturday but by Tuesday ngangise ngithi that was me by Tuesday ngangise nguhewu nje klar mama maseka wari mama mathi no probably you know these people ohlala nabo they try to food poison you why you keep into ezikanje you understand hey okay ngidlula malanga angazi kube nani but you know in my mind ngicabanga uGuy you know sengicabanga nezinkulumo zalo yababa ngibuyele kulo yababa sengidlula isikhashana sengipholile because I'm trying to finish the story ngambe ngibuyele laphayana kulo baba ngimtshele ukuthi this is what happened athi lo baba ugogo uye bekakhipha lento nayo ugogo uthi ufuna uclean ugogo and it's2 unesithunzo ohamba naso lo mfana lo unale genge le yiye mnandeli imali angishuni umuntu onamandla athuthwele lo muntu lo hamba naye and emele ngiyugeze cause kunegazi elichithekile la kuwa apparently ngakhulelwa umntana kaGuy and ngangazi ugogo idlozi la sichithi sisu leso ubaba make ichaza lento leyo so seyabuya manje ukuthi why uGuy njalo bekathanda ukuthi uphi umntana because ucabana kwaqala lapha ngibuza ngomntana yakhe athi lo mntana loyo was supposed to ukuthi ufide lento yakhe because loyo mntana loyo either bekazoqhubekisa lento ayiyo lo muntu, you know, because uyakwazela ukuthi ukangakanani ngokwedlozi, and uyamkwatisa because he can only do so much. Yebana baba athi ngicela ukuthi uthole inkukhu esona so anginikeze umuthi, angitshele ukuthi udinga malini, athi kimi ngiyothenga leyo nkukhu, ngabe naye siwokhe lapho from a distance kusemonki saya kaNdlovu sathenga leyo nkukhu leyo, and then wangihlanganisela leyo muthi leyo, wathi kimi ngihambe ngiyogeza kunelinye isonto ngale around our area bathi kukaMavundla, but then bekungakakhiwa izindlu so kunesiganga. Ngahamba from emonki, I walked ngamba with that friend of mine, Shem. You know what, we grew apart, we split because of life and certain misunderstandings, but she knows herself. Mbali, you really were a friend, you really were a friend to me. I won't forget that. Sahamba no girl umbali, we walked safika lapha esihlahleni se inkukhu leyo waseyincumile ubaba loyo ahlanganise igazi nomuthi nalawo manzi lawo, so angisha ngizathi zonke mina lezi zinto lezi, and then ahlanganise athi no ngihambe ngiyogeza, ngifike ngingasabheki emuva ngeze no ngikhapha umngane survey aseve nje ukuthi abantu just banga observe, ngigeze ngikhulume, wena zibani bani yabona, ngimtshele mfuthe masibako rubbish bastard mthuke wasangilandeleli, you know, izinto ezikanjalo so baba ngibuye kuye bese uzonginikeza izinto zogeza bese ngichubeke nempilo, ngibhekane nempilo yami. Ngibuyele kulo baba anginikeze just nje that umuthi loyo, ngigeza mshop for that 3 days. Ngigeze for that 3 days, omunye ngiphalaze for that 3 days. For sure ngicede vele the 3 days, noma bese ngiphalaza bese ngibona. Gradually manje sengiyafeel ukuthi I no longer constantly think about this guy a lot. I no longer you know, see him, you know, even in my dreams like that. And slowly but surely, you know, life is changing. And I then met someone else after that, which was a cousin to a friend, you know, and the relationship started off very funny, you know, because ngangi buya ku the situation enguyo and ngangi ngakapholi, and he was there, and late 2014 gravitating to 2015, if I'm not sure, I think, when did we meet? 2014, 2015, but somewhere there. That's when the new relationship started, and that was a chapter on its own, because that is when ngathula iwiki, ngathula isigqoko, ngathi dlozi uyasabeka. I know. See you on part 4. This gets juicier and juicier as you go. Reiterating these stories just bring you know, memories to me. Some I'd laugh about because I went through the most. And it is true when they say that as a healer you go through life experiencing everything, because you come back healed, or rather able to do your work, because you reference from a experience point of view. At that age, I didn't know anything about izangoma. I didn't know anything about umuti. Ngadliswa by a person I thought I loved, and he did it because of selfish reasons. Nakhona abona ukuthi in his life I'm gonna be an asset, because spiritually ngizokwazi ukuthi ngimsize into zakhe zichubeke, and it was just crazy, you know. And I'm grateful that I went through that stage in my life, especially that Pretoria happened, because I was not gonna be aware. I was gonna be trapped, you know, in this wool, or rather this web of lies, and not even see the way out. So we could look back, laugh about it, not laugh about it, but there is a reality that some people are going through this. This is their lives. They don't know, they think they're in love, Ganti, they're being manipulated. I learned the hard way that as a healer, you don't go about manipulating your way through life, but this is the reality that is there, Eba Corner. So after this, the dreams that were there, I would get ukuthi I am fighting nalo nyanga yalo muntu, but we will carry about that when we get to part 4. So thank you so much for coming through and watching this video. So I am Pawadi with the advocate of Idlozi. I will definitely see you on part 4. Don't forget to like on this video. Watch my ads, please, because I don't stress that enough. When you watch the ads, we get enough revenue. So please watch the ads so that we can able to afford data, so I can come here and push the content. And also comment down below. Subscribe if you still haven't. I will definitely see you on the coming vid. I am Pawadi. Cheers.